Grand Theft Auto 6 leaks are starting to heat up, and we're talking about a game that's a generational defining game, at least a decade defining game that's on its way. And all the information we've been getting in the last few weeks, it's sounding more and more like we are going to get an official reveal before the end of 2023. According to Take-Two themselves, fiscal year 2025 is going to come with record high revenue, and I think we can read between the lines. You and I both know that means GTA 6 is going to be launching somewhere in that window. Now, a major piece of the GTA puzzle is making the player feel like the ultimate action movie criminal, and one of the ways that Rockstar does that is with weapons. So today, welcome to the channel, everybody. Chaos here. Today, we're going to go over every single weapon that has been leaked for GTA 6 so far. We're going to give you a little taste of what's to come when the game finally hits store shelves or digital shelves within the next 2 years. Now, obviously, this list is subject to change because none of these are 100% confirmed by Rockstar, but this is all stuff that is leaked from very reliable sources, and a good chunk of this weapon list came from that giant Rockstar data breach a while back. So, everything on this list is basically 99.8% to be in the game. Let me know in the comments what you think about the list, or if you think there's anything you feel is missing from it, drop a like, and we're going to go through 25 weapons. First, the assault rifle. I know, that is a very, very non-generic name, right? Kicking things off, standard weapon, mainstay for the GTA franchise. Every new GTA game will have some kind of full auto rifle, and GTA 6, no exception. The AR was part of the 2022 in-development footage, and based on the real-world AK-47, complete with the 30-round default magazine, it seems like there'll be quite a few modifications this time around, but those details are currently unknown. The baseball bat. Classic melee weapon will be coming back in GTA 6. It was also part of the major leak from a while back, meaning we have more or less absolute confirmation that this will be there on launch day. There doesn't seem to be any modifications available for the baseball bat in GTA 6, but that's not really a big deal because I know a lot of GTA players just like running around with a simple melee weapon and doing damage the old-fashioned way. The bolt-action sniper. This is a massive weapon, judging from the leak footage, and it will deal a huge punch when each pull of the trigger happens. I mean, at the cost of a fire rate, of course. It looks kind of like it looks like a CSGO sniper rifle. Obviously, it's going to have its own quirks and traits, but we'll see. The compact SMG. Light ballistic weapon, modeled after the real-world Scorpion SMG, will feature a 20-round magazine by default, although there will be an extended mag option that brings it up to 30. Now, judging by other GTA SMGs, the compact SMG will likely feature a solid rate of fire and a pretty good close-range DPS, but there won't be much effectiveness going on at mid to long range, which is kind of the story of an SMG. The crowbar. Crowbars are pretty standard in GTA. It's not shocking at all this won't be here. Hard-hitting melee weapon. It may also be usable for other things like prying open doors, stealing cars without having to break in the windshields. We'll see. The fire bottle. Now, this throwable weapon seems to be very similar to a Molotov cocktail. It cannot be customized. But as you'll see later in the video, the Molotov is also confirmed for this game, so it seems like the fire bottle and the Molotov will be two completely different things and serve different purposes in gameplay. Personally, I have no idea what the difference could be, and I really wouldn't be surprised if one or the other ends up being cut by the time the game comes out. I also wouldn't be surprised if the leaks are just a little confusing and they're actually the same thing, but we'll talk about that more later. Either way, you can expect GTA 6 to ship with some kind of throwable bottle that will set things on fire. Flashbang. Throwable item appears in pretty much every action game, and I would imagine it's going to be super helpful in a game like GTA 6 where you're going to be doing a lot of heist and you're going to be breaching a lot. Being able to toss a flash into a crowded room before entering and taking control of the situation, solid strategy. The golf ball. Yeah, this is the first of many golf-themed weapons confirmed for GTA 6. Honestly, I can't wait to throw golf balls at other people's in the game. The gold ball is listed as a throwable item in the leak footage, but I'm almost positive you will be able to tee it up and clock someone in the head with it as well, which that's going to be pretty funny. It's going to be a different way to approach your combat. The golf driver. For those who don't play golf, a driver is actually usually the biggest club, and it's used to knock the ball as far as possible. So will you be able to drive enemy characters 100 yards? Hopefully that would be awesome. Or maybe you set them up out on the driving range and you take shots at them. The golf iron. You won't just get the driver in GTA 6, you'll get the iron as well, and the leaks suggest only one iron will be usable in-game, so don't expect to hit people with various different weights or lofts of clubs, but I'm sure it's going to do something a little different than a driver. I'd almost rather be hit by a driver than an iron. The golf putter. Wait, one more. You can hit people with putters in GTA 6. Okay. The golf wedge. There you go. there should be at least 4 different kinds of golf clubs that you'll be able to use in the game. Presumably in the golf minigame and as melee weapons, it's unknown just how much they'll differ from one another when you're hitting people, but honestly, it'd be pretty cool if they put a bunch of stat changes from club to club. Why not get crazy with it? Go detailed. The grenade. You cannot have an action game without a hand grenade. It'll look like the real-life M61 hand grenade. It'll create this nice big explosion in the area that it's thrown. It's also presumably going to cause other explosive items like cars and barrels to detonate if they're caught in the blast radius. Well, it remains to be seen what that blast radius will be. The Hunter Sniper. This leak sniper looks like the real-life L96A1. It will be manufactured by Shrewsbury within the GTA universe, and there will be a bunch of attachments and modifications available, and seemingly it will be the main high-level weapon for long-range missions. The knife. The in-game knife of GTA 6 will be manufactured by Hawk & Little, and if the leaks about an increase in blood and gore are true, you may be getting a lot of action out of it. The knife is usually pretty simple in GTA 6, but with how advanced this game is going to be, it could be a pretty high-tier melee weapon. The Micro SMG. Modeled after the real-life Mini Uzi, this will likely have some key differences from the compact SMG in order to set it apart. I'm going to guess and say it's going to be lighter, easier to conceal at the cost of lower damage and a smaller magazine. In fact, the leak suggests that the Micro SMG is only going to have a 16-round mag by default, so this will probably be the stealth SMG of choice for those that want to get in and get out. The Molotov. Like I said before, it's listed in the leaks as a separate item than the fire bottle, and it's also a throwable item that sets things on fire. It cannot be customized. And like I said before, it's totally possible the fire bottle and the Molotov are actually the same final product. But one way or another, you're going to be able to set things on fire from afar in GTA 6. The pistol. Modeled after the real-life PT92AF. The GTA 6 pistol will have 12 rounds by default, come with a whole slew of modifications that will be available, and it's going to be manufactured in-game by Hawk & Little like most of the other firearms. The Pool Cue. Now, the 2022 Rockstar leak confirmed there will be a Pool Cue melee weapon that cannot be customized, but will likely be broken off at the end for piercing damage. Now, I do admit, it would be pretty awesome if the Pool Cue is intact at first, and then you can break it off over someone's head, use it for stabbing damage, but we'll see. The Pump Action Shotty. Modeled after the real-world Mossberg 590. The GTA 6 pump will be manufactured by Shrewsbury and have a bunch of available attachments to increase its various stats. High close range damage, poor range, default shell capacity, whatever. There aren't any leaks explicitly showing a semi-auto shotgun, but I wouldn't be shocked at all if it ends up being in the game at launch. I would find it hard to believe that GTA 6 would launch with just one shotgun. The RPG. Once again, manufactured by Shrewsbury. It will be your classic explosive launcher that deals insane damage but has poor ammo capacity and some very hefty movement penalties when using it. But I promise you, people will cheese this thing all day. Smoke Grenade. Another item that will be great for stealth encounters. A smoke grenade will let you blind enter an entire room. And I think there will be some kind of gear piece or ability that helps you see through it, because a smoke grenade that also blinds, I mean, you gotta have something, right? You gotta be able to see somehow, unless you're just trying to delay people from calling the cops or fleeing the area. The spear gun. Who else wants to use a spear gun to stick people to walls? Seriously. All right. Unarmed. Your fisticuffs. Fist probably won't be too effective in GTA 6, but every GTA game needs a fist option. And finally, the chainsaw. This is a very recent leak from a graphics artist who seemed to accidentally reveal via LinkedIn that he had been tasked with putting 2D logos on in-game items, and one of those was a chainsaw. Now, he didn't explicitly say the chainsaw would be usable, but I find it hard to believe that Rockstar would put a chainsaw in the game and not give players access to it, especially if they're going to go through the trouble of hiring someone to render this fancy 2D logo to put on it. So I put this one at number 25 because it's the least official when it comes to leaks, but I'm almost positive that there will be a usable chainsaw in GTA 6, and if the rumors about dismemberment and gore are true, this is going to be ridiculous. There you go. Let me know weapons that did not make it that you think should be in there, and I'll see you guys soon.